Hey lovelies, it's Ebony and I'm back with another video for you. If you're wondering why I have this background like this, it's because a few days ago I did my faux Ebony magazine cover. So I just left this up because it's a lot to like take down and move around, and since this is a Q&A video, I just decided this is fine. But yeah, make sure you follow me on Instagram if you aren't already. That way you won't miss any of my posts. That's where the Ebony magazine cover is if you want to see it. And yeah, let's get these questions started. So to help me out with my questions today, my husband Lex is here off camera. He why don't you want to be on camera?
No need. I'm not dressed. You have to call me out at all.
Because I was trying to think, like, why aren't you on camera? But
you didn't have to say I was off camera. That's kind of assumed when you're
no, because we normally do videos together.
But I'm saying when they're looking at the screen and I'm not on the camera, I think that'll let them know I'm off camera.
Just ask the question.
I get your attention.
Oh, by the way, these are questions that people ask me all the time, and I'm pretty sure they'll still ask me questions like these, or these same questions even after this video is posted. But it's good to kind of do these videos every so often, just, you know, for new people, new subscribers, hey y'all, and anyone who's been here for a long time and maybe just didn't get the opportunity to get this information. So now, question one.
Ebony.
Stop yelling.
How long have you been natural? Question mark.
I have been natural since I would say officially February 2011. November 2009 was when I got my last relaxer.
Was it that bad of an experience?
What, not getting relaxers?
No, that relaxer was so bad you went
natural. No, actually the girl who used to do my hair back then, she had been telling a lot of her clients, you know, it's probably something that we should consider. That she'd been hearing a lot of negative things about relaxers, how they affect our bodies, and the chemicals and all that stuff. So she was just like, you know, I'm gonna do it. Or did she say she was doing it? She had to have been doing it. She's suggesting it, maybe, I don't know. Either way, she was suggesting it to all her clients. And at the time I was like, okay, I didn't want to go through that whole process of like cutting my hair really, really short, growing it out. Like that was just too much.
Did you think about doing it before?
No, not at all. I mean, and then I was still in college at the time. I would see this one girl, she was in my class, she started talking about going natural. And she got really excited about it. So that kind of convinced me too. Like, I was like, okay, maybe I'll try it. But I remembered exactly what my hair was like from when I didn't have a relaxer, because I didn't get my first relaxer until I was in high school. So I knew all this hair was gonna be, like, I didn't know how to deal with it. Like, I barely knew how to deal with it back in middle school and high school. So it was like, I don't want to go back to that. I have way too much hair. It was never even this long, but still, I knew it was a lot. I don't know. I just decided, let me just try it. If I don't like it, I can always go back to getting a relaxer. So
did you know other people that had natural hair at that time? My
cousin Tara, that was the only person I knew who like really was into wearing her hair naturally. And that was even before, that was like I was in 10th grade or something, and seeing her with her natural hair, it take her so long to do her hair, and I was just like, I don't want that. I don't have time for that. And so I didn't really have any positive influences as far as like natural hair, at least no one that made me feel like I could do it and I wanted to do it.
Ebony.
Don't do this the whole time.
How did you grow your hair so long?
Oh my gosh. When people ask me this question, and they ask me this question all the time on Instagram, and I want to say to them, like, if they only knew how long this answer is going to be, like, they probably wouldn't even ask. So I've kind of condensed it to like this short version. All I've done to really grow my hair is to not put heat in it. You know, obviously you wash, you condition it, you take care of it, all that stuff, you know, that you do with your hair to make sure that it looks good, it's healthy. That stuff matters, but not putting heat in your hair and keeping your hair moisturized really, really, really helps to retain the length. Actually growing the hair out of my head, that's per person.
How your underarm hair get so long?
That I'm cutting out.
Yo, that nostril hair getting to you?
Yeah, you make snot come on my neck. So I don't want to be on my makeup. But anyway, keeping your hair moisturized helps to retain a length, because everyone grows hair, unless there's some medical condition. Like I always say, everyone grows hair. It's when you grow it out, do you take care of it? Do you keep it moisturized so that it can withstand everything in the world, so that it doesn't just break off easily or become really weak and brittle? Because that's really what people want to know. Not how do I grow my hair, at least that's what I'm assuming. They want to know, how is your hair so long? You know, and that's really just keeping it moisturized. And when you use heat all the time, that strips your hair of a lot of moisture and it makes it weak and brittle. So that to me has been the biggest thing that has affected my hair growth and my hair length retention. So there you go.
Does that count for like hot water too?
I never thought about that. I mean, it's never really a good idea to wash your hair in hot water because it opens the cuticle up, in my opinion, too wide, and it creates frizz. It doesn't seal in the moisture that you need from the water. I mean, some of it gets in, but it's just not a good thing to like put your hair in hot water. That's what they always say when you're rinsing out conditioners and stuff, to use cool water. That way the cuticle closes down a little bit and can lock in those nutrients and moisture from the conditioner or mask or whatever it is you're using. Especially if you have hair, colored hair, you're not supposed to wash your hair in hot water. That can really fade the color.
So speaking of nutrients, what do you use in your hair to help it grow so long?
I always default to quality hair product. I know a lot of you all know hair products or hair product lines that are just cheap and just don't do any more than like surface level things for your hair. In my opinion, there's a lot of, you know, they're not really expensive, but reasonably priced products that are good quality that can really help feed your hair. I like to use those products, and that includes Shea Moisture, My Organics, As I Am, who else? Curls. Like, you want to be putting things in your hair it's like if you want to have a healthy body, you're not just only going to eat fast food all the time or processed food all the time. You're going to start to incorporate more fruits and vegetables. You might work out. You're going to do things to change your habits for the better for your body. It should be the same with your hair. If you want your hair to react and do what you want it to do, then you need to be feeding it products that are of good quality. So what was the question?
What do you use?
Oh yeah, the products I mentioned earlier, and it's also not just about what you use, is how consistently you use them. So I try not to go over 7 to 10 days between washing my hair, unless I've straightened it, which I don't do often anyway. That way my hair isn't starving and thirsting for water. Thirsting. You have to make sure that you're giving it all that it needs on a consistent, regular basis. That matters just as much as the type of products you're using, maybe even more so. And doing these YouTube videos helps to keep me on track a lot of times with being consistent, because at some point I know I have to post a video, so I gotta wash my hair. But yeah, that's it.
So do you think, like, if you use a new product, should you give it a couple some time to see if it'll actually affect it differently from the first, or is it kind of like you can tell off the first?
Like try?
Yeah.
Well, for styling products, I don't need to use it more than once, not in my opinion, because styling, yes, it is what it is. But as far as like shampoos and conditioners, things that kind of stay with your hair or are supposed to feed your hair, maybe not so much shampoo either, because the thing about shampoo that I like or don't like is how well it strips my hair without really stripping it, like cleansing it without stripping it. So really, like conditioners and masks, things like that you are expecting to really make a difference in your hair, I feel like a few times could probably be beneficial. But yeah, styling products and shampoos, I know off the first try. I knew you were gonna say that. You keep making smack come up my nose. Like he on the camera.
Boo. This about you, baby girl Ebony. The exact thing that you do, but you do not. They asking. I'm just reading the comments.
Before I go, guys, I just want to tell you thank you and how grateful I am for all the love you showed me on my last few videos. My video about how to oil your scalp, it got over 25,000 views in just a week. Like, are y'all serious? 25,000? I never take for granted the support you guys show me, so I just wanted to make sure I, do moments like these to show you how appreciative I am. I'll be posting a video on how I mix my oil soon and what combo works for me, so please stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, make sure you're subscribed, notifications are turned on. Remember to speak your greatness, and as always, thanks for watching.